A worried mind, unhappiness or sadness, emotional outbursts, sleep problems or mood swings. These are possible symptoms of mental illness. But no one wakes up to these conditions overnight.
Mental health is a state of well-being by which an individual is able to attain or achieve his or her potential, is able to cope with normal stresses of daily living, work productively and fruitfully, and contribute meaningfully to his or her society.
I've been trying to see the world through my window.
T-Roy has been doing music for about 15 years, but suffered depression at a point in his career.
I was at a point where I felt there is no way out. You know, having a dream is one thing, and having a hope for the dream is another thing on the other hand. And at this point, I felt anxious about everything that surrounded me because my career was not going at the pace I would want it to go, and there was no much fruit bearing on the seeds I had planted in the career, and I felt it was not the ideal thing, you know. But looking back, there was no any other option out or way out, and that really took me off balance, and I was deeply depressed. Music had been the gateway for me and the only resort for me, because at my state of depression, where I felt, in fact, I even thought of thinking that life was not worth living anymore.
These must be heaven.
His recent single, Heaven, is one that comes from a healing point.
I remember the period to which I started writing Heaven. It was one of those moments where I was at my very deep lows, and I was the song the Heaven itself, among other songs, were the songs that I was writing at that period. You know, that moment I was putting up my heart in the songs, you know, and Heaven came to me as just another voice that was trying to resuscitate me.
Aside from depression, anxiety is another day-to-day experience by any human. But when does it become a problem?
Anxiety becomes a problem when it is unduly severe. It is unduly prolonged, and it is having or taking a net toll on that individual's performance at work, at home with the family, and on a broader social scale.
Zlatan narrates the creative process behind his latest EP and what he hopes to achieve.
Amaral Fortube is a broadcast journalist in Lagos. A near-death experience would have ended her life and not have an opportunity to sit by the console every day doing what she loves.
Last year, December, I happened to be involved in a very severe auto accident on my way to work. This happened around 5 in the morning. I left the house on a very beautiful Friday morning on my way to work. That was December 23rd, 2022. But unfortunately, I didn't get to the office. I sustained several degrees of injuries from that accident. I had head injuries, head concussions. I had bruises all over my arms, my back, some of my legs here, and even my ankle. I mean, everywhere was bruised up, and it was a very painful, trying, traumatic time and experience for me, because before then, I have never been in such accident, and I've never experienced such trauma.
Aside from the fact that somebody with post-traumatic stress disorder can have a difficult concentrating, they are easily startled, they are so much hypervigilant. If anything happens, they are afraid. Oh, could it be? Could it be another problem coming? So these are problems that are seen in individuals with post-traumatic stress disorder.
Oftentimes on my show, I talk about the importance of sitting to talk to someone, especially when you've gone through a very traumatic experience, but I have never experienced it. It was the number one or the first time for me as well. So the accident afforded me that opportunity to have a sit down with a doctor to talk about my pains, to talk about the trauma as a result of the accident. So it was a lot.